Willie D Live.
What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? On March 5th, 2023, officers responded to a case of domestic violence. Upon arriving at the scene, they tried to talk to one woman, but she was uncooperative and kept screaming at a man. The woman continued to yell at the man even after officers repeatedly requested her not to do so. She showed no signs of stopping her erratic behavior. The female was consequently charged with domestic dispute, domestic battery, aggravated battery upon a police officer, and resisting arrest. I ain't got no problem with that, and here's why. When you call the police to assist you, you don't tell the police when they get there, stop talking to me. I mean, the woman was just the whole time, fam, just bad attitude, erratic behavior. So how did we get here? Well, she said she asked her boyfriend for the key to her house back, her apartment. I guess they fell out. She asked for that key. By the way, fellas, don't ever live with a woman, because a woman will put you out. When you don't do what she wants you to do, when you're not behaving, when you're not up to standard, she will put you out, sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning. Men will very seldom do that. I ain't saying they won't put a woman out, but 4 o'clock in the morning, nowhere to go. Woman don't care where you go. You just got to get out of her house. She will call the police to enforce that. Moving on. Anyway, she asked for the key back. He didn't want to give the key back, so he punched on her, according to her. So the police get there, and wouldn't you know it, the dude is saying, "No, she punched me. I ain't never hit her. She hit me." Now, it's hard to come to a conclusion on who was lying and who was telling the truth. But just listening to the woman, how she was acting, the guy was a lot calmer than she was. And he was saying, well, she hit me and I ain't never put my hands on it, blah, blah, blah. Again, don't know what the truth is, but by the way the woman was reacting, the cop was, and let me give it to the cop. I don't really give it up to the cops that much, but let me give it up to the cop. The cop was very patient. He was very patient. The cop was cool as a fan. And he tried to help. He kept trying to talk to her. Even when he said, put your hands behind your back, and he started putting the cuffs on and she pulled away. He said, well, you keep on acting like that, I'm gonna have to arrest you. Hey, you don't do nothing to me. Keep your hands off me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Man, I'm gonna hurt somebody. Bruh. I was gonna say that any woman using the word bruh is a red flag, but everything that came out of her mouth was a red flag. I mean, a dirty mouth. And watching the video, it had me thinking. The officer was called for a domestic violence situation. Why did he go out there by himself? I don't think I've ever seen an officer show up for a domestic violence situation by himself. But he went out there by himself. He got some help later, but initially he was out there by himself. Bad idea. Moving on. I kept trying to give her the benefit of doubt, but when she punched the cop, I was like, yeah, she probably did it. She probably punched don't do it. If she punched the cop, I ain't talking about a regular punch. She tried to take a door on the cop like this, like cop back, like bam, like she did one of them. You know how they be fighting like that. She was like, but she tried to punch the cop. When I tried, she punched the cop. Yeah, just bad manners all over, all around, man. Kept spitting on the ground and stuff. Yeah, like a woman, just anybody just doing that, but just. And then her mama came out when the cop had her in the car. The mom comes out and says, "Well, you have mental health issues." Nah, fam, nah. See, I don't think that's mental health. Yeah, something's wrong with her, but I don't think that's mental health. I think, or mental illness. I think that is just a result of years of not being held accountable. Because that's what happens. It starts when they're very young. When you start allowing a child to hit and you laugh at it. Sometimes I've seen little babies in Pampers, they can't even talk, swinging on their mama. And she just laughing, giggling and going on. See, that's where it started. And that's where it needs to stop at. But obviously, somebody didn't get the memo. Anyway, fam, old girl was talking about how she had been to many institutions already. She know the place, she know how I go. She kept threatening the police while she was in custody, talking about she gonna put hands on somebody, she gonna beat up somebody, stop talking to me, don't touch me. You in jail. What you mean stop talking to me? You ain't at the club, you in jail. They have custody of you. You're in custody. You're in police custody. What do you mean, don't touch me? What do you mean, don't talk to me? You're in jail. She got a long road ahead of her, man. Like, it's, judging by her attitude, it's going to take a miracle for her to get straight. Like, she got a long road ahead of her. And let me explain something to you, family, just in case you don't know how this go. Perhaps you were born this morning. You just don't know. When you call the police, even if you don't call the police, when the police show up, even if you're in the wrong, act like you're in the right. One of the best ways, one of the best examples I can give you is to simply be calm. Don't get loud. Just flip the script. Even if you did, just be like, you see, that's what I'm talking about, officer. You see how loud she's talking, to see the way she's acting? That's what she do. That is what she that's what she do. Like, yeah, man, you gotta flip the script. When the police come, calm down, man. I don't care if it was all I want. When they show up, calm down. Remember a few years ago, these youngsters was out in the streets fighting, and this one girl she tried to stab this other girl, and the police had just rolled up on the scene, and she tried to stab the girl, and the police shot her, killed her. One last time, fam. When the police show up, act like you got some sense. Say it with me, fam. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.